focusing more like on the online grind, which I don't blame them because I know they don't exactly live close to here, at least not like super where they can consistently come out. But I mean, it's the fact that they keep actively grinding, which is the biggest part of it too, right? They
keep
don't
growing.
just and they're someone who is more than willing to put in the work, and we've seen it quite a bit. Like they're always like heal late if they can. They're always like talking with people, always trying to get better. So it's like, you know, it's more than doable. But this is another player. Speaking of like the goal, like Justin's goal by the end of this year, is at least for the next season, because I think he's not going to be able to reach it in time for this season at least, is to be #1 in the region.
MDVA?
An MDVA.
He's going to be around MDVA as well?
Yeah, I mean, he's here until like middle of December.
Gotcha.
Next,
college, yeah.
For college. But,
yeah, this is a player that you're going to have to tackle. We talked about how good Wal00gi, we talked about how good Justin's been, but Wal00gi been one of those players that has been returning after a long absence, and good God, have the results been climbing.
Yeah, recent ranked 7th on the last PR, and then they've been one of their big things is that a lot of people will come back for a little bit, and then they'll come to a lot in that time period, but they won't stick around. Wal00gi came back, like it felt like back like in March, give or take, like a little bit earlier in this year. Oh, the C4 also blew up at the same time. That's unfortunate for Wal00gi, but he ended up, you know, he's actually sticking around a bit more. And the fact that, like, you know, he's consistently like a podium placer. There's very few weeks where we see him fall outside of it.
Part of it's the character, but part of it is the player. Wal00gi is just incredibly consistent.
Yeah. Ooh, not gonna take it off the C4.
That was absurd.
A lot of damage. Wal00gi is someone who also has shown problems with the Steve matchup.
I don't think this is particularly good for Snake. It's not bad.
It's
like,
fine.
It's like
I mean,
60-40.
relative to Steve matchup, this is totally fine. But for bad Snake matchups, yeah.
C4 is detonated on that top right platform, so Wal00gi has access to that again, and struggling to avoid a 3-stock in this position, and he's not going to be able to. No ability to land. I feel like in that spot, Wal00gi's being a little bit greedy, getting away with those Snake high recoveries for so long this tournament, but can't do it in that shot, in that matchup against this player.
Yeah. I also think that maybe I'll admit it. Maybe I'm wrong about the whole Snake PS2 versus Steve in general thing, but I think the layout itself is totally fine and more than doable for Snake, which is why we are seeing the small battlefield pick come out. It's mostly just Wal00gi not being able. You're right. He's kind of getting greedy, and he's just not landing in optimal ways.
Every Snake wants to just be reverse and wave bounce their way out of trouble. They want to be able to go high and then dare their opponent to guess. Steve don't need to guess. He can just wait.
He just reacts.
He can set up like he's getting a bunch more resources.
Sometimes it's frame 8. Like
yeah.
it's really good. It's pretty fast, and it's able to consistently deal with stuff.
Tries to get out of the corner there with the TNT unsuccessfully as Wal00gi's end. And also, it feels like the ability of Minecart to just blast you across the stage really is like. People don't recognize this, but Snake takes a little bit of time to set up multiple grenades. If ever Wal00gi's got like 2 grenades out, Justin can just double jump Minecart. He's on the other side of the stage, and all that time you just spent is wasted.
And the is also like the loose pressure of the C4 existing. That's going to be able to stop like Justin from being able to mine safely. He crouches underneath. He crouches underneath too. Yeah. And not only do like he push him off, it's the fact that like Snake goes so low that the back hit of up tilt just isn't a thing. So it didn't catch him. Let's chase him. Yeah. Why not, right?
Twice in a row and just being clipped by those grenades and put in perilous situations. And this is, I think, what makes Wal00gi a special player, is after getting 3-stocked, he's taking the first stock in game 2. Yeah, this is a player who learns.
He's very whatever about it, right? Just, all right, we go next, new stage. And Justin did not take the time to mine there, and not even mine, the craft. And he's still just choosing now to go for the materials rather than, what's what I'm looking for, rather than prioritize the diamond.
So far, with only 2 blocks left, like I think he needs to take a minute to collect himself as well as some additional building materials, but gets the up smash. That'll give him plenty of time. Gets the diamond as well, and a little bit extra mining time.
Yeah.
Oh, Wal00gi gets
a
the forward
classic.
smash read. Yeah.
He loves that move.
I can count on one hand the number of times I've seen other Snake mains land that move.
I can't count on one hand how many times I've seen Wal00gi land that one in a day. Like
he hits that all the time. Other Snake mains just don't use it.
Can you blame them?
No, it's just Wal00gi. He's just different.
But we're gonna see. Can you? I mean, even with that though, right? Look at this right now. Getting around the down smash actually, and the active hitbox of up B active. The active hitbox of up B activated. I mean, got activated on it. Activated the grenade. I don't know what he did there to think the C4 is in that position, but it was enough to get him killed. Oh, that was he's alive. Good DI by Justin,
but still, that is a stuffing his approach.
Did they just ride the wall?
It looked like it, yeah.
It just Spider-Man climbed it. Like it went up as Justin was placing that the block wall.
So we are at grab equals death % here. Wal00gi just needs to chip it in. And also not get comboed.
No, well, yeah. And then as soon as that dash attack was on shield, just yoink, place on ground, up tilt.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So we're going to we're going to at least a game 4. And you talked about 3-stock game 1. That first stock that Wal00gi had just showed it did not matter who won that game 1.
No. He just immediately said, I am going to get to work. I feel like Wal00gi is a very intelligent player playing a character that rewards patience.
Yeah.
So he will take the time necessary to figure out what you're trying to do. And once he's got it, once he understands, he will change up his playstyle radically. And also, Justin is really not doing a good job playing around grenades. He gets clipped quite a bit.
It feels like he's mining a lot, but he's not blocking. He's not walling up consistently. And the few times we're seeing him wall, he's just simply getting punished for it, which it feels more so because he's doing poor mining or poor blocking timings than it is Wal00gi actively than actively playing around the wall and predicting it.
Remember that I was about to talk about how Wal00gi opened up a 70% lead after winning neutral, and then Justin won neutral twice and dealt 117%.
Can you punish that? You can.
Can, but we chose not to.
And see, that's another thing. Justin loves that. Just loves that little setup with the cart.
What?
Sour spot. Shout out to Sour Spot Fair. You don't see that often.
No. What in the heck was that?
But yeah, I feel like Justin is simply not. He's playing aggressive because he lost the lead, but he's not getting the lead in the first place because he's not playing around the defensive options of Steve, which is very necessary in this type of matchup.
And I also feel it's a little bit of a lack of respect for the tools that Wal00gi's bringing to the table.
Yeah, but we're seeing him finally do it there, and he is able to get a gold off of it. But yeah, even look at that. He's not happy with that one.
Very frustrating for sure.
But he got a gold off of it. He doesn't look at his mat's materials right now. Good back air. That's going to take it off the top.
And then all the worries about his materials are gone as he's got a half a bar of iron. I'm sure he'll find a way to expend that rapidly though. It's like the Steve special is just you have tools for a reason. Use them.
Good tech. But yeah, look at that. Look at that.
The bar's gone, but I mean, you're cashing out only for 62%. He gets an opportunity to play the game, lays him down into a grenade, but good. It would look like either a jump play or just a straight DI up on Justin's side.
I think he also managed. I think Wal00gi went for back air, and Justin just also air dodged through it. That's what it looked like at least. Great grab, and the
double
bounce,
knot
the
tech.
double bounce. The dash attack is going to get through it.
C4 is set up, but unable to get a 2-frame, and the active up B yet again flanking with that grenade at 172. It's a dire straits for Justin, but so far Wal00gi hasn't really been within any distance of getting a strong hit. Justin's doing a good job of playing kind of keep away. So much for that.
You tried. GG's, let's go again.
Exactly, yep. Back to projectile hell. Just right over the wall. I love like the snake soft throws over the wall.
Yeah. Okay, so the big thing about Snake, of course, the whole snowballing thing, which is why Justin can't afford to be the aggressor when he's down, because you know the snowball lead. You don't want to deal with it when you can just do that instead.
And only 45% extra credits, like you said, Nick. No snowball right here as Wal00gi not able to get a ton of momentum going, but this is one combo away from it being even. Justin just needs to get that one opening up tilt. Gets the one opening up tilt, but trades instead of just a clean hit.
Yeah, that frame one grenade is just a big issue. Getting your combos. Because a lot of like C combos are very like already frame type perfect type combos. That didn't activate the grenade. That did.
Didn't have his back to him.
But no, I know Justin does use tap jump to nil, which could explain a lot of like these up Bs like on the ground. Wait, that could have been huge. I don't even think Wal00gi was ready for that to happen.
Why did that cling with up tilt? Like,
block?
Yeah, all right. I mean, good DI from Wal00gi, recognizing that he has that option. He had a minute to think about it.
Oh, and even with that, Justin thought he had it for a little bit. And even at the end, it was just a slight interaction, like exchange, because Wal00gi still had to recover at the end of it all. Justin just wasn't able to get back into position where he could force Wal00gi to pretty much force himself to a checkmate.
True. Yeah, the game one success was that Justin was able to punish every single time Wal00gi tried to recover above the stage. But right there, like at a crucial moment, Justin decided to prioritize mining, prioritize getting materials ready, instead of just covering the landing. I think that given how good Steve up smash is, I would just every single time not care about the resources, try to kill your opponent with that up smash, try to just cover the landing, force him to the corner where you can actually apply pressure.
Yeah.
But back on Battlefield, do you think that this is the right pick in this matchup?
I think it's fine. I think when like the main factors that you get for yeah, I think it's overall fine. I do like the stage against Snake a bit. I think that the higher platforms the higher blast zone means that, hey, up tilt shouldn't be killing for another like 10-20%. And we've seen it for Justin a little bit, it come into play. But it's not as, I guess, frequent, but because we're still seeing like the same like the dual plat layout to an extent. Of course, it is a tri-plat, so you do have access to that top one, but it isn't really helping out. I would say either of these players, it's mostly just allowing a weird landing option for some of them, but it's not consistent. It's not consistent enough that you can say it's like, yeah, it's a real factor in this matchup. Damn, just not falling down there.
Yeah, he just is. He isn't willing to commit to shield all the time against these grenades. Like he either needs to shield it or he needs to get the heck out of the way. And so far, he's kind of been a little bit stuck in his shoes. And these upbees are definitely not paying off.
I mean, I get the upbees because there's a lot of time. No nil there. Because a lot of the upbees are to force a tech situation right onto the platform, in which case you're able to follow it up with up smash. In this case, however, that was insane because I think it delayed the hitbox because it hit the up tilt. Hit the cart. Then I think the up tilt also clanked with the anvil falling down. This is what I think happened, because either Justin was able to fall out of that rather slowly. I wouldn't even say like particularly fast, and he got a backer off of it, just recognizing that it was a situation that was occurring at the time. That's what I'm saying. Justin just needs to keep this going. There isn't a real position like that. There's where that top platform is coming into play there, where it isn't able to get past that middle wall because it's just getting stuck on it.
I am stunned that hit. That C4, like the last little bit of that hitbox, great presence of mind from Wal00gi right there.
No, sour spot right there. Oh, that's...
Just get the sticky. We've seen that happen so many times here, and even though we don't get the shield break, you force Justin to jump, and we all know what Snake does for anti-air opportunities.
Yeah, and here's the Yeah, see, the Snake up tilt is a move in this game that it can contest with cart, as we can see. And like Justin's just struggling to keep it going, and he's definitely getting tilted.
Yeah, this is spiraling out of control. This is Justin doesn't have his feet set. He's out. Yeah.
And that's like the thing about Battlefield is as hard as like it's very tough to get in as Snake, but there's no reason for a Snake to really want to get in.
Yep.
And Justin isn't. I felt like he's not utilizing those walls until this later end of those second stocks. Where it doesn't really matter because you lost the whole point of the Battlefield in the first place, which was getting the wall to build up the lead, to build up your resources.
We saw it like for a minute right there. It was working out where Wal00gi tried to loft a grenade over the 3-block wall, couldn't. Got stuck on the top platform, so he tried to just jump in on Justin. Justin got a ton of damage off of it. So like that, the game plan was there, but the problem was that it felt like 9 times out of 10, Wal00gi was willing to take those perfect arcs to get them over those walls and apply pressure. So that it was like when Wal00gi wasn't pressured, when Wal00gi felt like he could just like time Justin out a little bit, just like ice him at the very least, then it wasn't working out.